said.
Hello world, welcome to FSR Hero, where I've come to give you the best of the best of the best fire through the multiverse, ranging from any and everything superpowered or extraordinary.
I am a god, you dull creature.
Loki, adopted brother of Thor, also known as the god of mischief.
We are not gods. We're born, we live, we die, just as humans do.
That's completely not true, and I cannot stand the fact that the writers inserted that part in the script when his name is Loki, literally the god of mischief, the most powerful sorcerer of Asgard. But anyway,
powers and abilities
consist of astral projection, which you see him do numerous amounts of times in the MCU to survive. Loki, low-key, is good as hell at playing dead, making you believe his opponents defeated him in a fight, while the real him is right around the corner. So you better be prepared, cause he also has shape-shifting, which everybody knows is a deadly combo. He has hypnosis and molecular rearrangement, and yes, I said molecular rearrangement. One thing people forget is Loki is a magical god and has an enormous amount of sorcery up his sleeve. If you're not familiar with some of Loki's comics and watch the movies, you would think, well, where have all these powers been all this time? And why doesn't he use the good stuff? And that's just because the Marvel Cinematic Universe is crazy. Like, look what they did to Hulk.
I put the brains and the brawn together, and now look at me.
Sad. Anyway, Loki has energy blast, levitation, conjuration, and cryokinesis, which I explained on either one of my old Lunatic videos or my recent Sub-Zero one. But it's basically the ability to manipulate ice and cold temperatures. So it might be on my Sub-Zero one. He has telekinesis and teleportation, and his teleportation should not be taken lightly. He can literally teleport or astral project himself across any place he wants in the universe. A good example of this is in Thor Ragnarok when he visits Thor. Now what y'all probably don't notice is every time Loki around Thor, Thor throws something at him. So Thor throw a rock at him to see if he really there. And show that he's not really there. But they got a couple of times where Loki falls short on this one.
You've gone quite mad. You'll be executed for this.
And I'll see you on the other side, brother.
All right, I yield.
Even still, within this scene, his astral projection shows that he can see and hear everything around Thor. Being able to astral project with the ability to be able to see and respond and communicate is on a level of his own.
vulnerabilities.
Despite his strengths, Loki has his weaknesses. After all, he's considered weak by Frost Giant standards. If Thor uses Mjolnir against him, Loki can also be rendered immobile. Plus, he can be beaten badly enough that he cannot continue to fight, as seen when the Hulk tosses him around.
Enough! You are all of you beneath me. I am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by that.
Which is a big contradiction to his godlike powers. There's a couple of questionable scenes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe pertaining to Loki that makes you wonder why he doesn't take advantage of some of these powers. Like, could he not teleport out of the Hulk's grip? Or the scene when his father Odin tried to save him from falling off the Asgard bridge by Frost. Why Loki just didn't teleport onto the bridge? Like, that's an explanation we ain't never gonna get, because the MCU has no real excuses to explain why the God of Mischief went out in such a simple way.
I could have done it, Father! I could have done it! For you! For all of us!
Fun facts.
Dun dun dun. Did y'all know that Odin transformed Loki's appearance when he was a little baby? Loki, not born of Asgard, but born of Jotunheim as the son of the frost giant, King Luffy. Small and weak for a frost giant, Loki was abandoned by his father in the temple, being left to die. In 1965 AD, not long after the war between the giants and the Asgardians, Loki was found by King Odin. Loki was taken to Asgard and raised by him and Frigga, King Odin's wife, as an Asgardian prince along with Thor. And no offense to King Odin or you, Miss Frigga, but that name ain't it, baby. I'm sorry. As much mischief as Loki causes throughout his timeline in the MCU and comic universe, Loki still seems to be loved by audiences of all ages, and it's probably because at the end of the day, Loki just wants approval and to be considered a worthy son in his father's eyes, even if he can't wield Mjolnir. Tongue twister. I ain't gonna take it out neither. If you like this feature Multiverse Hero, go to my channel and subscribe to FSR Hero, aka F Straight Rider. Leave a like, it's only right, and keep the fire in your eyes.
I could have done it, Father. I could have done it. For you. For all of us.